Alright, you guys, what's up? We're here with Pat, Body Builders Auto. We got him a DCD996. What are your first impressions? You haven't even used it yet, but what's your first impression?
First impression is they brought back the beef here compared to the smaller ones. I can see that right now. Everything about it is more, larger, which to me indicates more power. Whether it's my just my opinion anyway.
What do you think of the light system?
Light system is awesome because it's got the normal light right now, which will time out. Then you got half power battery, which we had already discussed that this lights up your work area if you were to just set the drill down for a minute.
Right.
And then you got full
For
20 minute battery.
I mean, would you use something like that?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Especially, well, there's so many situations. You're in a closet or something and you're hanging shelves. This is a little heavy duty for hanging shelves, but we're specifically talking about the light system right now. The light system is ingenious for a drill in tight situations. Or just, you're in construction, a lot of times you don't have full light.
Right.
Like you're working in the basement, you got your light rather than having your flashlight and your drill.
Right. And you're pretty familiar with the DeWALT 20-volt line, right? You started using it?
Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff.
All right, so we've got you on mode 3. I just want to see your first impressions.
Mode 3 on pine with about a 1 inch, 7/8 auger?
1 inch auger.
Yeah, 1 inch. That's crazy fast.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, but it didn't, you don't hear the drill slowing down at all. Here, we'll do it again. You're not really slowing down.
It's pretty amazing.
That is amazing.
It might stall out on you on oak though. I'm not sure.
Well, let's do an end grain once. End grain's always harder because you're cutting through so much of the grain at once, you know, rather than cross cut.
And that's not the greatest bit. It's pretty dull.
That's still really nice. I'm pulling against myself with a bad shoulder.
Yeah.
Remember my shoulders.
Yeah, you guys, Pat's been sick, but he's getting better.
Yeah,
he's on the rebound.
I have paralysis in my neck and stuff, so I don't have my full strength. Hopefully it'll come back. So here's oak. Old oak, too.
Man, I don't know.
Hard as a rock.
Yeah.
It's gonna go. Okay, now this is locking out, so I'm gonna go to 2.
Okay.
Holy.
It's got some torque.
Oh, it almost went out of my head.
Yeah.
I'm going to 2 because obviously 3 is too fast for hardwood. Yeah. Oh, man.
It's still torqued out on you.
That's powerful. Yeah, hold on to that.
Yeah, so try 1. Or keep trying 2 if you
I'm going
think
to
you
try
can do
2, but I'm going to try and go slow. Yeah, the grain of the wood is tipping the wood.
Wow, it did on 2. Okay.
That was nice.
So, I mean, what do you think of it?
It's got power plus. You heard it's ripping out of my hand rather than stopping and tripping.
Right.
On 2, on 3 it was tripping just because it was at such a high speed.
Right.
But on 2 it was ripping out of my hand through. I don't know how. This oak is probably 20 years old. It's been laying on the side of my garage, as you can see.
Yeah.
So it's hard. But
and plus, that bit has
impressive.
been used for so many tests. It's like, it's probably getting weak.
It's dull. You can see right there.
Yeah, it's totally dull.
The edges are missing.
Yeah.
So
the nails we've hit with that thing.
Which actually is probably helps us from ripping through where it ripping my shoulder off a little bit duller. So one more time. Yeah, that doesn't even. You can hear it's not even.
Did the drill get hot or warm at all?
Cold to temp. We got a rate tech. It's cold. Feel that.
Yeah.
I mean,
wow. Yeah. No warmth anywhere.
This area here, the gear mechanism is.
That's where it usually gets hot.
This is 70 degrees still.
Wow.
Room temperature. Yeah, this is This is probably 80, 85 degrees back here. I mean, because it was cold when you brought it in.
Right.
That's nice. So we can try. We have masonry bits.
Yeah, you want to try doing a masonry? Something? All right, you guys, here we go. We're going through masonry.
With a 7/16 bit and on 2 on hammer drill.
All right.
And I'm going to go through I hit metal. I felt it. There's probably a grid of that crisscross steel in there. Holy cow, that's awesome.
Really?
Yeah, now there's a rib in here. I'm gonna try and hit the rib of the cinder block. I missed the rib. That.
So Pat, honest opinion.
Powerful, and I've used every battery powered hammer drill out there from the time, you know, I'm talking when the first I think it was 12 volt came out with hammer drills, and then 18, and now this is the 20.
Yeah. Well, it probably came out with 18 first. I don't think there's a 12 volt hammer drill from DeWALT. There may have been years ago.
No, I mean all hammer drills.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And we won't mention names, but I can think of a few.
Right.
Most of the original drills were 12 volt, right? Am I right? I don't remember.
No.
We're going way back.
9.6 or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
starting
right.
at
You're right.
starting at 9.6.
Okay.
So anyway, this is by far the fastest one I've used yet. That was impressive. Here, we're going to go in concrete now. That was cinder block and mortar. And let's do the mortar one more time. I'm going to have to patch this wall.
All right.
Yeah, like nothing. Like
Paul. Pat's just tearing up his shop for us, you guys.
Hey, all in the name of reviews, right?
Yeah, tools in action. Well, hey man, we like, you know, your reviews, so.
That's on 2. I'm gonna go to 1 just to see speed-wise, or if we're getting more depth with the hammering action.
Okay.
1's no good
Try
at all.
3. See what
3.
3 might be insane.
3, I'm afraid we're gonna burn up the bit with heat.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, that's
Like we said, 2.
way too much. Yeah.
The bit will overheat. Nice.
Wow.
What I was doing, normally you go in and out, but I wanted to hear the motor just bearing down.
Right.
You know, if you're doing a normal
push it
drill,
hard,
you
yeah.
pull your powder out of the hole.
Right.
But that was intentional, just to see if this thing would slow down. Sometimes when you don't go in and out, the bit starts locking up and you get it stuck in the concrete if you
Right.
don't keep clearing the hole. And you can see that didn't even hesitate. We're hitting different layers. When we hit the brown stuff doesn't like to drill. The white stuff drills easier. There's probably, you know, the rocks in the...
Right.
I have to cool this bit off. It's
Yeah, no worries.
starting to
So,
smoke.
what do you think, Pat? That's their flagship drill right there.
Best one I've used yet, and it's light.
Yeah.
Obviously, this needs to stand the test of time, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But it is, you know, with the technology they have, that this is definitely going to be a good drill.
Yeah.
I'm impressed, definitely.
Cool.
And the light is really sweet. I have it on.
And you guys, even though we're at a body shop and Pat owns the body shop, he is the master of all trades. He did build the bar at Port Barrington Motorsports, all kinds of stuff. So you do use a lot of this stuff. Man, that's massive, Pat. What are you gonna do with that?
We're gonna go into a mortar joint.
Wow.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, dude, you're
that's-
pushing on that pretty hard.
Yeah, and it ain't slowing down.
Yeah.
You heard that, right?
Brushless, man.
Yeah, there's a steel
Yeah,
in there.
don't put a hole in your
No,
wall.
no, there's steel in there. I don't
Oh.
want to ruin the drill. Yeah, very impressive.
Cool. Good stuff, you guys. The DCD996 from DeWALT. First look from Tools in Action. Made in the USA with global materials. Thank you, DeWALT, for bringing jobs back. And Pat, definitely.
Oh, one last thing.
What?
This chuck is excellent.
Oh, yeah?
We didn't talk about the chuck.
No, we didn't.
Hold on 1 second. You mind?
No, go ahead.
This chuck free spins, as you can see, real smooth. Nothing going in and out, no noise. Put this in, and then the ratcheting is real simple, but you can tighten the heck out of it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what Ty liked on the other drill too. He's like the chucks. They really got their chucks down.
This is nice, very nice. Yeah, very smooth. I like it.
Cool. All right, you guys, you heard it from Body Builders Auto. What's your website?
Bodybuildersautomotive.com. Bodybuildersautomotive.com.
We'll put it in the link below.
It's
you guys.
bodybuildersautomotive.com. Dan and I do this every time.
I know. And you always say it wrong though.
Yeah, well, because I say auto and it's automotive.
Oh, okay.
Bodybuildersautomotive.com.
And I'm the one that built it, so I should know. All right, you guys, tools in action.
All right.
Remember, for more exciting tool action, go to toolsinaction.com.